Hello, guys, and welcome to my post COVID-19 coping. Really, it's like the report of how I've been coping with it, I guess. I haven't really been doing anything too different from my usual. Usually, when I'm at home, I'm getting out, taking walks, and trying to de-stress, with school and everything. But when it's come to online classes, it's a little bit different. Even though there's in some cases there's been less work. I've had a reduction in schoolwork. There's an added level of stress because transitioning to the online format means you have to really be paying attention to the online schedule that's changing quite rapidly. And usually sometimes we have assignments that will pop up that are new assignments on days that aren't class days, and it can be easy to miss if you're only checking that class once or twice a week. If you have 5 or 6 other classes, you're going to be busy on all these projects, doing all these projects. But I mean, it's still been a little bit interesting. I mean, I've been messing around with my RC car that I really wanted to ramp and really take outside and do some nice 4x4, tearing up the grass and everything. It's kind of a comical video, actually. I gotta pull it up. I did have this up earlier. I'm sorry. I exited out of it. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Just gotta get to the good part. Yeah, watch this. So the car just nosedives into the ground, and it like flipped into the camera, and I just thought it was funny. I really wasn't trying to do that, and me, the careful person I am, it's exactly the opposite of what I wanted. But I mean, it made for good footage. The other thing I've been up to is I got to play this really sweet guitar at the guitar shop, and it's one of those expensive guitars, like a $3,700 guitar. I have some pretty decent guitars, but I mean, luckily I talked myself out of getting this one in the future. I was doing some comparisons. I brought two of my other guitars and was comparing it, and I thought like one of my guitars sound basically identical to the thing. But these things have like their own personality, even though like you can have a guitar that looks pretty much the same, is the same model, same color, same size, and everything, and it can still sound at least slightly different. And some guitars, they can sound they can sound very noticeably different, and sometimes that's what's going to push you over to buying it over into buying territory versus just consideration. But I've gotten to spend more time with my brother, kind of vegging out on video games. Like here we won first place in this round of the new Call of Duty, and it's been crazy. But it was just me and him, and you run around in squads of three trying to collect as much cash as possible. Whoever has the most cash at the end of the game wins the game. And yeah, like I said, there was just two of us instead of three, and we still managed to win the game. And then, crazily enough, the next game, we this was the worst game we ever played. The next game, we lost all of our cash, and we were probably there's like 150 people playing. We were probably in like the bottom like 40 to 50, 40, 50th place. That's like, oh, it was bad. But I mean, it's been a lot of fun. The other thing I've done is I've worked on these video projects for my video storytelling class, which have been pretty cool. Like here's one I got to combine my expertise of photography with my expertise in recording good guitar tones and doing good post production, which is taking the recordings in on your computer and to modify, basically tweaking the sound to get it the way that you want, getting a really nice thick guitar tone, really classic guitar tone. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I've got to do some other stuff and like other videos. Like my grandma talked to me about her trip to Israel in 2000. But hope you guys are all doing well as well. And there's maybe one case of COVID-19 in Ashland right now. I'm not worrying too much about it, to be honest. You can't live your life in fear and completely drop your life and stop living it because of a disease, but or I should say a virus. But I mean, it's easier for me to say. I live in a small town. It's not like the Detroit area. But this is me signing off. God bless you guys and have a good rest of your night.